I'm just going to throw this out there before it gets too late here in Mama Russia. It's nearly 10:30. It's like 1 minute to 10:30 actually. It's the 17th of August, and just to let you know that over 3,000 euros has been collected through fundraiser. Um, Anonymously, I've been given another probably about 1,500 euros, and that doesn't include actually what's been deposited into my Russian account by people, which is to the tune of about another $3,000, something like $350,000. I'm overwhelmed. I mean, obviously, lots of people have been in contact, and as I've said before, and I'll continue to say again, I just genuinely don't know how much all of these costs are going to be, and I don't have that type of money sitting around in the bank, waiting for a rainy day, as they say, or waiting for a Black Friday. Olga always says to me, "It's good to have money for a rainy day," and she's right too. We did have money for a rainy day, then we bought a car, as you do. So these things happen. But I'm genuinely overwhelmed. I mean, if I was a crying man, I'd be crying, but I'm not going to get into crying. I am going to take a break from social media as of today, because cancer and the big C and what have you. It's just it's been very interesting creating content. I mean, it's now the 17th of August. I will be having another chemo Monday, the 25th of August. I will be intending to start school on the 1st of September and probably having another chemo about the 11th, 12th of September. We're up to obviously the middle of September at this stage. I'll diary a note for myself to get back on here, like 14th, 15th of September. At that stage, there'll be updates. There's blood's been done next week. There's what else? There's an ECG being done next Friday morning, which will give me a better idea of how the cancer is, how the tumour is. Is it getting bigger? Is it getting smaller? I finished Louise Hay's audiobook called You Can Heal Your Life, which I just cannot recommend to people. I read it myself in 2001, 2002, and it's impressive. Louise Hay herself had cancer and didn't go through chemotherapy. I don't even know if radiotherapy was an option. I forget. I think it was vaginal cancer she had. I can't remember the exact type of cancer. And it was related to, there's no secret about it in her book, it was related to childhood abuse and stress and trauma, and sounds like a very, 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 very difficult childhood. She's convinced that cancer is as a result of something that happened in the past, or something that happened to your body and your body's way of reacting. And I genuinely can't think of anything in that regard that happened to me in the past. It may well have been, if I was a gambling person, not treating my body well. And that is certainly connected with alcohol and nicotine and narcotics and drugs over the years. It's been a long time since there were drugs, but there were drugs in the past, and I made no secret about it before, and don't make any secret about it now either. As I said, it'll all be interesting material for the book. So that's the story with taking a break. I did have ice cream and chocolate yesterday, and I was in touch with John, and John, my buddy from school, is like, don't feel guilty, don't be hard on yourself. It's not as if I'm gorging on chocolate all the time. Gorging on nuts, actually, at the moment, and shiitake mushrooms, which Adil actually suggested to me a long time ago. I'm acting tomorrow. I've got voiceover work during the week. I may well be acting twice this coming week. My very, very good friend, Father Michael John Ryan, finished his service last church mass in Moscow today after, some say, 25 years. He says 32 years, 32, anyway, 33 years in Moscow. It's a long time. And I did give a speech, and the speech I gave was as short and sweet as possible. There were many, many people from Africa who were singing his praises, and my praise was that he was a friend the first year I arrived here. He was at my wedding in 2009 as an interpreter and helping my mother and father with things. He baptized Alexandra in 2016. He gave her first Holy Communion last Sunday, and frankly he's just been a fantastic support and fantastic friend, and to many, and left a huge legacy after his years of service here. So respect. I'm just going to sign off with again, big thank you, and I'm doing the best I can to get through what I need to get through to get to the other side. I'm not alone. I feel like I'm not alone. I actually don't feel like I have cancer, to be quite honest with you, and I feel very strong within myself. Getting exercise every day, either walking. I walked about 10 kilometers today. I was on the bike for not many kilometers. I was on the bike for about 3 kilometers. But that's what's happening every day. You know, it's fitness, and it's a lot of tablets. I mean, it's like 8 to 10 different tablets a day. The mushrooms are at the weekend with something called I forgot the name, but factor something. Anyway, it's something I need to do. Ozone therapy is happening again during the week. I'll probably do the leeches as well, actually, because the leech therapy has been recommended a number of times. And getting ready for the next chemo. The next chemo is scheduled for tomorrow week. So we're up to like the 25th of August, and I'm just getting ready to start back into life, teaching life on the 1st of September. I'm not a crazy 60 hours a week. I don't plan on doing like crazy hours like I did before. Well, 40 to 50 hours a week. I'll probably do about 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll certainly do 20 hours a week with 2 different schools, and I have a schedule mapped out of how I'm going to work things out in terms of income, and in terms of scheduling in me time, family time, couple time, fitness time. I know these sound like lofty goals, but they need to be done. They really do need to be done. Many of you know this, and if you don't know it, I'm going to highly recommend it to you. My calendar today from actionforhappiness.org says something to the effect of share something positive online with somebody. So I'm going to share something positive online with everybody, because love from me to you, and I do love many people. Alexandra says, she says to me sometimes, she says, why do you kiss Mama like this and you only kiss me on the cheek? And I said, well, it's a different kind of kiss, Alexandra. Yeah, you try to explain that to your children. It's an interesting conundrum to find oneself in, but it could be worse. There could be more challenging conundrums than that. So I'm going to sign off with getting my lines ready for tomorrow. And my lines are pretty straightforward. Your Honour, our position is quite clear. We, as the Department of Treasury, have been on the side of the people from the start. So I need to practice and get it down. Get it down, Pat. So be good, be careful, don't get caught. And if you get caught, don't tell anyone you got caught. Wow, that's 9 minutes. I don't know how the smoothie recipe was yesterday, but let me know what you think. Signing off again. Bye-bye.